Hello everybody, I'm going to show you Risen 2 Dark Waters today. Now fans of Risen 1 will know that it was a bit of a cheesy game, but once you got into it, it was really good. Risen 2 is an order of magnitude better than Risen 1. It makes many improvements in many different ways. I'll see if I can show you some of them now. First, let's go to options. Got a video. First thing you notice, I'm running in 2048 by 1152. That's the maximum resolution I've got here. Everything else is set to normal. And if I go to graphics, AF's off and anti-aliasing's off. Right? I don't need it at this resolution, to be honest. It's pointless. Everything else is set to high. Shadows behave a bit weird in this game, you'll find. But you can run, right? You should be able to run this on a 5-year-old system fairly well. You know, it's not going to break any hardware or anything. It just doesn't use up the hardware on a modern PC, put it that way. And you got your volume and everything else, and gameplay. I got it set on easy, but I did start originally off on medium, and it was alright at the beginning. But as I got into the game, I found I started getting enemies I just couldn't scratch, so I had to turn it down to read it to that. Also, the slow motion cam that reveals the some of the naff combat system that they've got here, because it does the old Batman trick or Assassin's Creed trick where you just keep hitting the left mouse button and it just charges after random enemies like you're on autopilot. In fact, you can close your eyes and fight with it. That's one of the worst parts of this game. But you do get secondary weapons, which I'll show you, which are basically use a different key. So while you're fighting with one hand, you bring out your secondary weapon and shoot with the other. So that makes combat a little bit different. Also, the people you're attacking, well, the things you attack sometimes defend, like a crab will put his claws together and you won't be able to damage it when it's like that. It's only when it brings its claws apart or rolls over on its back when you kick it over that you can actually do that. Now at the beginning, game speed or camera speed was way too high for me. I knocked that right down again. I made a few other changes as well. Where was it? The graphics here, they were all on low for some reason, so it didn't detect it very well. I had to turn all that on to high. Now I'm filming this video with the settings on high as well. So let's just continue with the game and have a look at it. This is the location you're starting. I'll just show you it. Basically, it's an Inquisition area where you're told that you've got to infiltrate pirates and find out what's going on. There's quite a lot of spectacular scenes going on here, as you can see. I'm not going to show you any quest stuff, right? Even though the quest stuff is the whole reason for getting the game. I think if I showed you it would be a massive spoiler, so I'm just going to show you some of the locations. We're going to let you judge for yourself based on what you see in the game rather than the quests. Although the quests are good, you know, generally they're interesting. Right, so let's look at the character, right? As you kill things or do things, you get glory points, which is here. And you spend it on these, like here, voodoo, look, you see. I can spend that 4,000 glory points to upgrade voodoo. When I do, right, these points are good, the base points of these are good, because the base value is 30 and I get +2 on that one for potions or permanent potions, so that's 32, you see. That's all connected to your tributes here. As you increase these, your talents go up. Then you get your skills here, which you can train up with people, because you meet people in the game world and you'll get to know them and they'll become familiar with you, and then they'll offer to train you up. When they do, you can train up with some of these, but you, like for instance, power attack requires blades 2 and 1,000 gold, so that's what your gold gets spent on. It's on training. There's no limit that I found in this game. No, you know, not like the first one. It's the limited factor is gold. You don't have lots of gold, so you know that's what stops you from training all the way up down for the rest of it. If you look down here, toughness here, I've got it up to intimidate and everything else, and kick. Kick is a good one to have, by the way. And if I actually go to cunning, right, sneaking, lockpicking, and where is the other one? Oh, pickpocketing is right in front of me there. When you first start the game, you're only really dealing with these three here. these 3 things there. But once you get so far into the game, the crews unlock and you start getting control, you see. Now Patty's from the original game, there isn't one. She's the one that was the tavern keeper looking for her dad, Steelbeard, the pirate. Chani, she's a daughter of a chief of a village. Hawks, he's the cook. They all bring different bonuses, like he increases the strength of all companions. Jafar, he's just hilarious. He's a thief, you know, from the gnome village. You really got to see it to believe it. He's good, he is. It's worth the game just to see him. Right, now go to the collections here. You find unique items scattered around the world which increase your stats, you know, the tributes, that's these. Right, now in this case, this pipe does +1 on firearms, the powder bag +10 on pistols, this one's +1 on cunning, throwing weapons, etc, etc, and you find loads and loads of them kicking around. Just as the crew can be uncovered as you play here, look, you see, loads and loads of crew. Inventory, you get lots of things. Now you get various pirate outfits in this game because it is a pirates game. You're going to think of it as Pirates of the Caribbean as an RPG, because that's basically what it is. It follows on from Risen, but it still basically feels a lot like Pirates of the Caribbean. But if you look at, say, the jacket there, it's got there bulletproof 10, right, and blade proof 10. Silver tongue is a bonus I get with it. This is your armour basically. You know, you can upgrade your clothes to improve your resistance to damage. Now voodoo allows you to create things like, it's a bit like an enchantment system. You can create voodoo enchantments. These are the ones I'm wearing right now. See there, I get like +15 death cult magic and +5 black magic, and this one here is a thief one, whatever. But if I go to loot or usable items, is it loot? No. Equipment here. That's it. You see, you've got the Sacrificial Dagger, which is a kind of like it's for killing titans. Like in this game, Myra is the bad guy or bad woman in it, and you've got to kill her. Right, and that's one of the artifacts that are used for killing her. That's the other one. And this is a thrown weapon, and that's a thrown weapon as well. So getting the throw skill up helps. The sacrificial knife one though, when you hit something with it, it kind of like it adds to your own health. Sand is used for dirty tricks. You throw it at the opponent when you're fighting, and it blinds them and allows you to hit them again. And that's a quest item. Cursed dolls are the voodoo things. I chose the voodoo path in this, so I got the cursed dolls stuff, which allows me to take over plot characters and have them do things for me. So instead of trying to persuade them to do something, you just take them over and have them do it. Like one guy, I had him load the ship and remove the guards for me, so I could just stroll on and take the ship, which I'll show you soon. Here you've got lucky charms. They all give you bonuses. Some things can't be sold, as you can see. That one gives a silver tongue bonus. The ring of greed I've got there is the thieves one. Rum's an important part of this game as well. Various plants here. If you actually get lots of meat and you cook it at a fire, it turns into provisions now, and you eat your provisions, which acts like a kind of like a healing thing. You know, it knocks it up. In fact, I'll show you that in a minute. Here you've got all the plants and stuff. They regenerate your stuff normally on their own as well. Bullets is your ammo for various weapons, and lead shot and everything. And you've got your pickaxes, lockpicks, shovels and all the usual stuff. Foul smelling letters, you see. Now this game is big. It's got lots and lots of dialogue and lots of quests. In fact, I'll just show you the quest quick. Well, here's a sea chart first. These are all the islands. You start off there and then you sail to there and then to there, and it's here you get your ship and you can go where you want. So until you get to here, until you get to the Sword Coast, you're actually dealing with one character really, with Patty tagging along if she likes you. And once you've done that, the game really starts kicking into overdrive and becomes interesting. Right? You can't, when you click on an island you haven't been to, or you haven't got a map for, right? You get that up. You don't get any map, but when you have seen the map, you get the map. Well, when you have been there and you've got a map, you see the whole map and you can view it. Here we go, quests. These are all quests done, right? Just to give you some idea, right? There's absolutely thousands of them, right? Loads and loads. It's all quest driven, this game. It's not so much a free open world exploring game, although it is partly that, right, with things in the world do respawn, but it is massive. It's got lots and lots of quests here, I mean thousands of them. These are your teachers, the people I know that teach various things. So anyhow, that's that basically. So we're going to go on board the ship now. By the way, that's the town. So all the flames in the background. Quite impressive when you start loading it. But just remember, right, you turn the detail up because by default it's turned off. Or put on low. That was for me anyway. But here's Chani, she's one of the companions I've got. She follows me around. She heals you when you're fighting. She's very handy to have around, you know, if you're taking lots of damage and running low on provisions, because the provisions are your healing potions. Here's Patty, right? She's alright with the sword, brilliant. She's also the second mate who's going to take us somewhere, so let's just see where she can take us.
It's time to set a new course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
The place we're arriving at here is actually the place where they make the rum. It's a pirate port on this island, but I'll show you a proper pirate village before we finish, or town before we finish. Come with me.
Come with me.
Yes.
Right. Now, this here is where you first start after you leave your first port, which we've just come from. You don't arrive at this one, you actually arrive at the other side over here, where that boat is. That's the Inquisition place, and you explore the island. But the island's quite dangerous. But this is a pirate one here anyway. And you've got your guy here named Booze, who makes booze. He makes rum, in fact. And you've got various prostitutes and stuff kicking around which train you up. It's quite good generally. When you actually got fresh meat, you go to a campfire now, it cooks it. You just look at the provisions, right? Which is 0 down the bottom. Raw chicken. 20, you see. The chicken's been turned into provisions. When you see people say it's been dumped down, that's what they mean. It's actually an improvement, I think, than having thousands of types of food that do different things. Now this guy here is a smithy. You can buy blades from him. You can also get trained from him, you can see.
Let's see your blades.
Here.
Lots and lots of different blades there. As you can see, the one I've got down there is Death Knell. It does 45 to 95 points worth of damage, and it gives me a plus 10 on piercing weapons, and that's how much it costs. This is what he's selling. These unlock as you go through the game, by the way. You don't get the good stuff early on. Now I'm just going to take you to see the deaf guy. I wonder if he's got anything to say. When I actually spoke to him last, right, he kept mishearing me. But a lot of these dialogues you get with these characters are actually quite fun to listen to. But I've been through all this before, so you won't hear any of it. And it'd be a bit of a spoiler if I did play it to you, so I'm not going to. I'm just showing you the basic gameplay mechanics. Now people are slating this, rating it down, but I mean the game hasn't been out long, and I still haven't managed to finish it yet, and I've been playing it 11 hours a day, and I'd like to know how they managed to get the good idea of it without playing it all the way through. I'm actually thinking that they've done the this island here and that's it, and judged it by that one. Actually, you don't get until you actually get down here to the Sword Close. You don't even get your ship until you've done that island. So you've got to do that, and that before you get in. That's about 22 hours worth, and it gets better every time you go to a new island. It gets a bit better. Right, he's a gunsmith. All right. Actually, I'll show you the shooting thing he does.
I want to shoot some more.
It's a mini
Trigger
gun.
happy little bastard, aren't you? A round will cost you 10 gold. Hit more than 4 and I'll give it you back. Hit all 10 and you'll start to earn it. Of course, if you wanted to make some real money, you could always try shooting the fleet.
Right.
What's shooting the fleet?
It's easy. You get 3 lots of 10 shots. You'll need to make 5 hits the first time, 6 the second time, and 7 the third. Do that, I'll give you 500 in gold. And your stake ain't so high either.
Let's do a normal
Throw us
shooting.
something then.
There's a lot of mini games in this. Missed. Missed. I don't remember missing this many when I first did it. Got it. Got it.
Better luck next time,
Never
mate.
mind. That's a mini game anyway.
You're doing all right. Keep practicing.
Yes, I am a crap shot.
Been here long?
That I have. Settled here just when the rum trade really began to take off. What about you? You up to much?
I'm gonna join Captain Steelbeard.
Oh, then you'll need a monkey. Nothing better for a pirate.
And what would I do with a monkey?
Get rich! Send him into houses to fetch the best items. Make you a hit with the ladies too. Women love a bit of monkey petting. You want, I can show you how to work with the monkey. And I've got a few other tricks up my sleeve.
Ah,
Shiny.
must be pickpocketing, by the way.
Just dropped in, did you?
Anyhow, that guy there, the dialogue of this is actually come from much earlier on in the quest. I've actually done all that now, so obviously I'm supposed to have talked to him earlier. Right, skills. If we actually go to cunning here, pickpocketing, lockpicking are two things you really want. Right? You can't really do without them. Silver tongue comes in handy as well, unless you want to do something else. The monkey trainer here, that's what he was talking about. I haven't got the gold for that though, so I can't really do that. This looks really good on a night when things start, when the sun comes, well, goes down. Well, let's go up this road. This is one of the safer islands, although when you start you won't believe it's safer. I did this at medium at first, medium difficulty, and I switched it down later on when I got to other islands because I was getting my ass kicked.
It's time to set a new course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Right. Here we go. These cutscenes actually are quite nice sometimes, well, especially when you get the sun going in the background, going down. And enough of that. There you go, that's what I mean. Doesn't that look nice? I think I'll take Chani with me this time. She's the voodoo woman. When she's with you, she heals you when you take too much damage, so she's very useful. Where you know, the gnome just is a thief basically. He loots the bodies so you don't have to, and Patty is just a fighter really. She's also a bit cheeky.
Come with me.
All these characters, by the way, are great. They're really well done. Better than many games I've seen. Let's go to Portobello first here. Oh, Isabella, right. Now here we are. This is where I got my ship from. It used to be parked right there, and I kind of like borrowed it. Right. Now, as you can see, it's an active port. You can do things here. Lots of merchants to talk to, including the guy there. He's very proud of his guns, which I sabotaged to pinch the ship. If we go up here, you'll see more merchants. Now, one of the differences between Risen 1 and Risen 2 is all the stuff in Risen 1, like pigs like these, were very hard to kill at first, you know, because they were supposed to be tough. But when you actually play this game, you'll find most of the things that were tough to kill in the first game are easier to kill now, because the guy you're playing is the same guy you played from the first game. He's just better, so all them things are now not as hard to kill because he's already been through it once. Now this is where the some of the villages, the Chinese village. So we're going to go there now and have a look. Probably in the middle of the night. Oh no, we're lucky. They're doing their midnight dance. Now, do this every night. Do you know, actually, I've had to turn the music off when I was doing this because it gets a bit loud sometimes. but it's actually quite good. If I can find it. There we go. Turn it off again. Roll down a bit. And now these will teach you to throw spears, do voodoo, all kinds of stuff. When you are doing voodoo, you'll need an altar. You know, kind of like that. So you've got schematics you can buy from people or find, and it tells you if you click on it what you need. You need to be trained up first, but once you've got the schematic you can build something. Voodoo dolls will let you to go up to people like and then just use the doll. You've got to set the doll up for that person first, and you can take over their body and do things like if you want a guy in the main plot to do things like load a ship for you, and if refused, you can use voodoo to take over him and have him issue orders to his own men to load the ship for you, even though he wouldn't do it without voodoo.
Come with me.
She.
She heals you as you go, like I said. This is the inn. As you can see, this guy, if you ever any pirate jokes coming from Risen 2 sites, it's because of this guy. He has loads of pirate jokes. Like,
she killed Steelbeard
why do pirates
and
have
his crew.
trouble with the alphabet? Because they keep getting stuck in at sea. Yeah, I know, they're all crap.
All the gold to buy it.
You've got a voodoo store down here, so you can stock up on your voodoo supplies. This shop's also got an altar for making voodoo talismans and stuff, as you can see. That's your voodoo person there. Shami's not too impressed by her. There's another merchant just round the corner there dealing in rare stuff. But Smithy here, he doesn't sell anything though. And then round here you've got like a kind of pistol merchant. He sells all kinds
For
of
a
pistols.
captain, aye.
I'll show you him in fact.
You have pistols for sale.
I have works of art for sale. Let me show you.
These are his pistols. See? I don't really want to spoil it by giving you any quests or all like that, because that's the fun part. And me showing you will just ruin it for you. I'll show you some of the combat techniques. Now, the problem with this game is the combat's a bit like Batman and Assassin's Creed, where you just keep clicking the left mouse button, you can close your eyes, go to sleep as long as you're clicking the mouse button, and you just autopilot around the map. It's not hard at all. Right, I'll show you some combat here. This crab here, when his claws are up like that, you can attack it. When it puts them together, you can't damage it. When it's on its back, you can damage it. Like that, you see. Quite easy. Now, the way this game works is, you just got to keep your finger clicking on the left mouse button and away it goes. You don't even have to look. But there's a second option for weapons, you know, like guns and stuff. Let's get into the light. Oh, come on, I can see it. I can attack it in the dark. So. Right, you can actually hold the sword up like that, and if I press E, my second chosen weapon can be used as well. Now I've got a special dagger as well, which I can also use, which is, if it hits, it drains health from the opponent and gives it to me. You see? When you're actually using daggers that way, or the special dagger, it's a special titan when you get as part of the quest. It's the Sacrificial Dagger, and what it does is it gives the health to the person who throws the dagger, so when you damage the creature it restores your own health. You've also got this, which is like a ranged weapon. It's a spear. Unlike normal spears, this one doesn't wear out. Oh, we've got two of them. Anyway, I'm going to attack this again. Now, when it's got its claws together like that, I can't touch it. Right? So I can heal myself by using that to use that dagger. Pistol's actually quite good as well, though. These sort of things have a limited range. So you can get muskets if you join the Inquisition, which basically, well, you do the Inquisition quest line, which basically allows you to shoot things at range. You know, that's combat anyway. You just literally click, 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 click. You don't even have to have your eyes open half the time. The only thing that does mean you have to have your eyes open is the pistols and that sacrificial dagger which you throw, or thrown items like this. So you've got to like line that up and then fire. When you're using spears you run out of ammo, but when you're using the harpoon, the special harpoon I've got here for killing the titans with, you don't. Now obviously you pick up things from these, but you don't get what you expect to get from them. You'll find, you know, you get creatures tend to give chicken legs and they're not chickens and stuff like that. But it's a good game though. The combat I find is a bit naff, but the rest of it's a good game. Now all these circles here are locations, important locations. Like if I go here, this is a quest location.
Get back!
There's this that are really dangerous early on, but as you can see it's not so much of a problem now. If I show you this quickly here. By the way, if you try walking around this in a night, it gets really dark and it's a bit dangerous. That's one of the quest locations there. In fact, you see that location in some of the videos. This is a little fort that the pirates used to occupy until I cleared it. As you can see, I wonder if there's a lock. Yeah, there's a chest. Oh, it's empty. I've already done it. Can't show you the lock picking thing until I can find a chest. But anyway, that's it. That one. There we go. This is the lock picking. Basically, you go along like that until you actually raise the pegs. There's 4-post ones that tend to be quite easy. The worlds are actually quite impressive. I mean, they're not cutting edge, but they're quite impressive. They're stunning at times, different times of the day. I don't like the third person view though, it looks a bit naff. Now I'm going to show you something I had to take on earlier. Oh, we've got some. These guys are back. See, they fire things as well. I think I'm going to use this to heal myself. You see that? I would heal me up. Actually, this weapon I've got, I picked up while doing this video, and it actually seems to be a lot tougher than my last weapon was. It's the death knell or something. There you go, heal myself with that. I actually quite like the this as well. The pistol's quite cool. The pistol of the dagger is the only thing that makes combat interesting for me. Because it's like an auto attack when you're clicking the left mouse button. You literally it picks its own targets. I'm not having to do anything but click on the left mouse button at all. Not much skill involved in it. The skill comes with using the pistol and everything. You know, this is one of the creatures I had to kill. Oh, we've got 2 more here. I'll show you this and then we'll finish it off here because otherwise it'll go on for too long. But there's lots and lots of quests in this.
I am coming!
You've got to get within short range with the pistol and everything else. If you do 3 clicks in rapid succession, you get a combo move as well. You can also hold that there and parry. You also get power attacks as well, which you've got to ask for training for. But first, before you do that, you've got to take the proper upgrade. So, if I was to go to the character, yeah, you upgrade these, and then you get unlocks these. Like power attack there requires blades 2 or 100 gold. You see, if I unlock that, I could use power attack during them things. And here, for blades 6 and 100 gold, I get forging, which allows me to repair weapons at any smithy. I haven't really seen a need for that yet, though. Anyway, that's it. That's a quick guide to the game. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, by the way, did you see her heal me then? See why I take it, because it's actually quite good for that. The companions of this are all quite good. They do different jobs. Jaffa, the gnome, he's by far the funniest when you first meet him. You've got to see him. He comes from this island here. the Isle of Thieves, which you'll come across at some point. Right, that's it. See you next time.